Hi everyone, so I've been shopping. I've been super naughty and I bought some new products and some repurchases that I've bought before, but I thought I would do a little bit of a boots haul slash a first impressions video because some products I've never bought before, others, like I say, are a repurchase, so I'll let you know which ones I've bought before and which ones I haven't throughout the video. But if you want to see more, keep watching. So the first product I'm going to talk about is a loyal favourite of mine, and it is absolutely the best moisturising body wash that I could ever think of. It's really, really good, and it's by Soap and Glory, and it's the Sugar Crush Body Wash, and it smells amazing. It smells like cola cubes, so if you like that sort of smell, you're going to love it. I have bought this, I think, for about 2 years. I didn't get the 3 for 2 because it wasn't on 3 for 2 at the minute, and it's really good because it doesn't smell like a male fragrance and it doesn't necessarily smell like a female fragrance either, and it leaves your skin super soft. Next product is another repurchase. Now I've purchased this product probably about 4 times, and it's sort of a bit of a rip-off for the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's about £4, something like that, from Boots, and it's the Brow This Way by Rimmel. I get it in shade 003, which is dark brown, but that's just because I prefer my brows to be quite dark. So yeah, like I say, I've purchased it about 4 times, I would say. So it's a real loyal favourite of mine. I have to have this. What I would say is when you first take it out of the tube, a lot of product comes onto the spoolie on the end. So just make sure that you wipe the excess product off before you use it, and make sure you brush it thoroughly through your brows, and you should find that you get more of a natural look that way. But yeah, firm favourite and another repurchase of mine. Now I've probably bought this on and off for about 2 years maybe, and I love to use Wake Me Up concealer, especially under my eyes, and I find it's one of the best concealers that I've used for concealing dark circles. Also, it doesn't crease, so sometimes with some concealers a lot of the product can sort of like get into your fine lines. It's an absolutely brilliant concealer. It stays all day, I don't seem to have a problem with it, and it sets really well as well. I'm just going to pop just a little bit underneath my eye. And just slightly into the inner corner, just because I get a little tiny bit of discoloration there. I'm then going to take my beauty blender and just dab that into the skin. Okay, so that's the effect of the Wake Me Up concealer just on that side of my face there. It's really, really hydrating, it feels lovely on the skin, and it's really budget friendly as well. So the next product that I'm going to talk about is something that I've bought before again, and it's the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye, and it's the Perfect Cover Concealer. So it looks like this. It's got like a little spongy applicator on the end. Now I've bought this before. Now this is another concealer that is absolutely amazing underneath the eyes. It really, really conceals dark circles. I think it's probably about £4, £5, something like that. Superdrugs or Boots. I got mine from Boots, and I think it's 3 for 2 as well on like any Maybelline product. But I got it in the shade Light, only because I like to go one shade lighter underneath my eye because it acts as a bit of a highlighter as well. So that's just my personal preference. I've put the Wake Me Up on this side of my face, so let's see how this goes. The only thing I would say with this product, if you've never bought it before, is when you first twisting it up, you have to twist it to get it up, and then it almost has to soak this sponge on the end. So that's the only thing that's a little bit annoying about the packaging, because you don't know when the product's on top of the sponge. So again, I'm just going to dab that in with my beauty blender. Personally, I think I actually prefer the Wake Me Up. The Wake Me Up looks a little tiny bit more natural, but I think the Anti-Age Eraser seems to have hidden my dark circles just slightly better. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so the next product I'm going to talk about is a product by Natural Collection, and it's a cream blusher. It just looks like this, and it's in the shade Apricot Blush. I just wanted to try a new cream blusher and I literally couldn't find one anywhere, but I came across this one and it looked quite nice and I thought it would match the matte lipstick that I bought. Oh, that fades away to pretty much nothing, that's bad. I don't know what that's going to look like on the skin. It looks like you might need to apply quite a bit of product to actually get any payoff. It's just there, I'm not quite sure whether you're even going to be able to see that. It looks like you need quite a bit. It looks very pale, very nude, slightly pinky toned, but more sort of peach I would say. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's going to look, so we will give that a go. I don't want to apply too much, but at the same point, I just felt like I didn't really get much colour payoff when I popped it on my hand. Yeah, it just feels like it's just sinking into not really an awful lot of anything. It's a very natural blush, natural for every day. If you're wanting just a little pop of something, but not loads of colour. But yeah, like I say, the colour payoff isn't great. Feels nice though. Doesn't particularly have a smell if I'm completely honest, but I've just sort of popped a little tiny bit of that on my cheekbone. I think with all cream blushes it's difficult, but it blends really nicely, I would say that. So I'll just do the other side, just so you can see. It's not horrible. It was like £2–3. So, you know, you get what you pay for, but I don't think it doesn't necessarily feel like it's £2 to £3 worth of cream blusher. That's the really nice thing about it. It's just a little bit disappointed by the colour payoff. You're having to use quite a bit of the product to actually get any colour, and this shade was Apricot Blush. So, I don't know. I'm not honestly bowled over by this. Giving me a natural look, but I probably wouldn't buy this again. It doesn't really give me much colour payoff whatsoever. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. The next product is another lip product, and it's by Maybelline, and the colour is 630 Velvet Beige, and I saw this colour and I thought it was beautiful for autumn. And it's sort of a reddy brown, like burgundy colour, and I really liked the look of this. Oh, the first thing, it smells amazing. Yeah, it smells so good. You can smell that vanilla when you're putting it on your lips. Colour pigment, the colour. The colour payoff is lovely. I really, really like this product. That is a beautiful nude burgundy colour for autumn, heading into winter. I love this colour. Yeah, totally in love with this product. It feels really silky. Feels really silky on application. It smells really vanilla-y. That's the... If you don't like vanilla, you are not gonna like this lipstick whatsoever, because you can actually smell it whilst it's on your lips. It does smell very... Yeah, it's really vanilla-y. But if you're not bothered about that, it's a beautiful lipstick. It feels really soft on the lips, quite hydrating. It's not a matte lipstick. It's got a little tiny bit of sheen to it, but it's not sticky. It just feels a little bit like I'm wearing a lip balm, to be honest. So yeah, I'm definitely impressed with that product. Benefit have released a new line of brow products, and I really didn't know which one to go for. There was so many to choose from, and obviously I want to try them all, but the one that sort of stood out for me was the Precisely My Brow Pencil. I've already got colour matched at the Benefit counter. I haven't actually tried it myself, so I'm just going to apply this. Okay, I'm just going to brush that through my brows. That is the finished brows. So the first thing that I would say is you can be as heavy-handed as you want to be really with that. I think if you like a more natural brow and you just sort of want to fill in the sparse areas, then you could go ahead and do that. For me personally, I like to have a much more bolder brow, so I've sort of used quite a bit to be able to achieve that. I might, just to show you, set my brows with Brow This Way, just to see if that just gives that a little extra something, because they'd recommended me at the benefit counter to set it with Gimme Brow, but I've not purchased Gimme Brow before. Run that through my brows. It gives me much more definition like that. Yeah, I quite like using them two together. Has given me a really nice effect on my brow. I quite like that. I like a harsh brow. I don't want it to look too much, but I really like that. Yeah, it's quite a soft pencil. You just sort of twist it up. I got shade 4, but it's a really ultra fine brow product, and I do like it. The packaging is really cute. It looks a bit like a bow and arrow. It's soft, it's quick, it's easy, and that is exactly what I was wanting really in a product. So I'm super happy about that. Next, we have another repurchase, so I can talk about this product because I think I've got about that much left in my other one, so I have used this before. Now, a lot of people won't know about this, but it's called Bare Minerals Oil Obsessed Total Cleansing Oil. Now, it basically looks like this. It looks like vegetable oil. But I use this to take my makeup off at night, and it's fantastic. What you basically do, I put 2 to 3 pumps in my hand and I just basically rub it onto my dry face. It dissolves all my waterproof mascara like you would not believe. I've got an Estee Lauder waterproof mascara and I can never ever get that to come off my eyelashes. But with this, just a few minutes of just sort of buffing it into my eyes, it's come off. Once I've rubbed it into the skin thoroughly, I just get a little tiny bit of water and then pop it onto the skin, and it makes it into like a frothy milk. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not joking, I can't rave about this enough. I think it's probably about £23, I think, from the Bare Minerals counter in Debenhams. But I have to say, it smells like a spa treatment. That's the only way I can explain it. When I was first having it put on my face, I just felt like it was a really luxurious product. It sunk really well into the skin. I've got oily to combination skin. Sometimes, usually in the autumn and winter, it gets quite dry around my nose and areas, but I usually always have an oily T-zone, and it's just amazing. I can't even say enough about it. And it smells really fresh and clean, and it washes really easily on the face. It's quick because I can't be bothered to spend ages and ages on skincare. I don't have the time. I need to quickly get my makeup off, I slap a bit of moisturiser on, and I need to go to bed. So yeah, I can't say enough about it. It's absolutely fantastic product. So if you're looking for a new cleanser and you're wanting to try something maybe a little bit more high-end, I would definitely highly recommend it because it is really good. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to talk about is a new one that I've never bought before, and this one is another product by Bare Minerals, and it's called the Butter Drench Restorative Rich Cream. Looks a little bit like this. I'll get it out of the box. This is the first time that I've had a look at it actually. I've not actually had it out of the box. Wow, the packaging is stunning. So on first impressions, this packaging is beautiful. It's got a rose gold top. I love this. It's gonna look lovely in my room. So yeah, the first impressions are the packaging is beautiful. It's got a rose gold top. Let's see what it smells like. It smells really fresh, a bit like mojito. Do you know, like that fresh zingy smell? It smells like that. I absolutely love this. Let me just try a bit on the back of my hand. Now, when I first pop it on the back of my hand, initially it feels very silky, very smooth. I'm going to leave that to sort of settle into the skin. But on first impressions, it's really soft in the skin. Like I say, it smells lovely. It really does smell like a mojito. Oh my goodness, I'm going to want a mojito every time I put this on my face. but it smells gorgeous. It's sunk into the skin. It hasn't gone like bobbly like some creams you can put on your face and then like when you're rubbing it in, like little bits of cream almost come off like a ball. It hasn't done that. It's sunk really nicely into the skin. Feels really lovely and feels very luxurious. I really like the feel of that. When it's starting to get a little bit colder, heading towards the winter months, I tend to find that my skin's a bit dry and it needs just a little bit of something extra. So I wanted to try something new. I thought I would try Bare Minerals because I was really impressed with the Oil Obsessed product. Okay, so next product I am super excited about trying, and it's the new Maybelline New York Master Strobing Stick, and it's an illuminating highlighter. It looks like this. Now I've got it in the shade, where is the shade? Medium Nude Glow 200. Now I decided to go for this shade. On my next video I'm going to talk to you more about highlighters and things, so to get the right shade for your skin. But I went for this shade because I've got sort of fair to medium skin. I wanted something more of a goldy champagne colour, and it looks like this. Now I'm going to apply this with my fingers just because some people don't have brushes and blenders and sponges and things, so I just thought I'd apply this with my fingers. So I'm just going to do one side of my face for now and let you see how that looks. So again, tops of the cheekbones, just underneath the eye, down the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, and a little tiny bit in the centre of your chin, if you want to. And just blend that with my fingers. So I'm just dabbing, using a dabbing motion just to pop the product into my skin. So again, this feels quite greasy. It feels quite silicone-y, but it's leaving a really nice healthy glow on my skin, which I really like. This is lovely. I love this product. It looks absolutely amazing on my skin. I'm just going to do the other side as well. It's really easy to apply it as well. Like, it doesn't take a lot of blending. It just goes really into the skin well. You don't need loads of the product either. Really like this product. Really like it. I think it was about, I'm guessing at about £5. Like I say, it is slightly greasy, but a beautiful product, and the shade is a really good colour match for me as well. If you're sort of fair to medium skin tone, I would probably advise getting this shade. Next product is a lip product, and again I was super excited about trying this once I saw it. I'm really into matte lipsticks at the moment, and when I came across this I was super excited about it because I really fell in love with the, I don't know if anyone remembers them now, they were called Apocalypse, and they were like a liquid lipstick. And I absolutely loved the texture and the consistency of them. And now it's called Vivid Matte Liquid. Looks like this. And I got it in this beautiful nude autumnal shade called Nude Thrill 50. Now I'm going to pop a little tiny bit on the back of my hand. Obviously this is only like first impressions on the back of my hand, but I'm just going to see what the colour's like. So on first impressions, it's not too sticky. Oh, it smells really nice. It smells vanilla-y. That smells gorgeous. I really like the smell of that. So swatched onto the hand, it looks like this. So it's just a real pink autumnal shade. I really liked this, and I love matte lipsticks, so we will see how that looks. That feels lovely. That feels really nice. Okay, so first impressions. It's a little bit more peachier than I anticipated it being. That's not a problem, I just sort of wanted it to be slightly more ready toned, just with it being now coming up for autumn, so I sort of wanted a bit more sort of, I thought it was going to be a little bit more browner. It's not true to colour. It feels really nice. It feels very slippery on the lips. It doesn't feel drying or like it's dragging my lips or anything. So I like the feel of it. Like I say, it smells amazing. It smells like vanilla. That's the only scent I'm getting at the moment. But yeah, I don't know what the staying power's like. So, because obviously it's just the first impressions, but so far I'm quite impressed with that. Hopefully it'll dry more matte because it still looks quite shiny. It seems to be taking some time to dry, but the next product is a product that I've been really excited to try. I've been wanting to look for a contour product that is really quick. So I need it to be quick in the day because I don't want to have to spend time blending, and I don't want it to look too much in the day. I want it to look fairly natural. So I came across this and I thought, with it being a cream product, that it might blend much more into the face and not look as thick and cakey like some powdered concealers can look. So I decided to give it a go, and I think it was really cheap. I don't think it was very expensive at all. It's by Maybelline, and it's the Master Contour by Face Studio, and it's just like a double-ended stick. I'll just open it for you. It's like a double-ended highlighter and contour stick. What shade did I get it in? I got it in 01 Light because I wasn't quite sure actually. The other one looked really quite orange for my skin. And it just looks like this. It reminds me of a sweet that I've once eaten. I don't know what sweet it was, but it was like chocolate on one side and then vanilla on the other. So I'll just swatch that on the back of my hand, just so that you can see. Okay, so on first impressions, just on the back of my hand, the contour, it's not as deep and as brown as what I would like. Maybe should have got a different shade, maybe slightly darker. I prefer a bit more warmth to it, but I mean, I suppose you could pop this on and then maybe layer it with another product. I like a little bit more warmth, but this might look quite nice when it's blended in. It feels soft when it's blending. The ideal with this sort of product, you can blend it with your fingers, or you could blend it with a brush or a beauty blender, so I like the idea of that. But it feels really nice on the skin, and it's soft, sort of feels a little bit like primer, you know how that sort of silicone feel? It feels a little bit like that. As for the highlighter, it's slightly a little bit too white for me, this. I'm not quite keen on that. I prefer a much more sort of less harsh of a highlight, but blended out it looks beautiful, and I'm really excited about trying that on the face just to see what that looks like. So I'm going to take the product now and just pretty much contour my face. So how you want to be doing this is, if you don't know where your cheekbones are, you can take a makeup brush and just pop it at the top of your ear. That will find your cheekbones. Suck your cheeks in, and that will also give you it. And it's just going to create a little bit of shadow effect. So just going to apply that now. Ooh. So the first thing that I've noticed straight away, you have to make sure that you don't get the highlighter on that sort of part of your cheek. It looks quite grey. Almost like almost purpley, but it might blend really nicely. I'm not contour my nose as well, why not? And then I'm just going to blend it with my beauty blender or sponge and just sort of see how that goes, but I don't think it's going to blend very well, if I'm honest. Well, actually, it's not going on too bad. Blending quite nicely. This is just to contour the bottom of your jawline. So I'm just looking into this mirror that's just at the side of me. I'm just going to blend it in. I think on first impressions it's not dark enough for me. I think I should have maybe gone a shade darker, but it looked really dark. So that is the contour. I've just gently blended that in with my Real Techniques sponge. So it has given me some definition now. I do think it looks quite nice on camera. but it doesn't seem like the colour payoff doesn't seem that dramatic, so for daytime it might look nice. I'm just going to try and buff it into my skin with a brush and see if the effect is any better. So we're just going to apply that again, just on one side of my face, just to see whether it's to do with the brush. See, I definitely think that that's made slightly a bit more difference. So this is this side of my face, and that's the other side of my face. I think that I've got more of an effect using the brush to blend it in. But I really like that product, it's not bad actually. For the price it was, and it's really easy to blend. The only thing I would say, make sure you've got all your hair out of the way because it's a cream product, so if it sticks in there it feels a bit grimy, but I like that so far. So what I'm going to do is now take the highlighter side of it and just apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, underneath my eye, down the centre of my nose, across my cupid's bow, and I'm just going to take a little bit just in the centre of my chin, so it just looks a little bit like that. It looks a bit funny at the minute, I know. And I'm going to buff that in just with the Real Techniques buffing brush again. Okay, so first impressions of that, I don't like that highlighter very much at all. But it's a little tiny bit white for me, I think. It doesn't seem to have given me any colour. Feels nice, it's slightly a bit sticky on the face, but for the price it was, it's really cheap. The only thing I would say, it feels slightly greasy, especially down the centre of my nose. Like, the product feels really quite silicone, so just bear that in mind, because if you don't like that feel on your skin, you're not going to like it. It does feel like you're wearing makeup, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, that's my first impressions. Not bad. I'm excited about trying it, and I'm glad that I've bought it and tried it, but I don't think I would potentially repurchase that. That is everything that I've got to review for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed my little collection of makeup that I've bought recently and my first impressions of some of the products. I think the only two products that I was super disappointed with would probably be the contour product and the Natural Collection blush, because of the colour payoff. I think everything else I'm really happy with, but yeah, they were the two products that stood out to me that weren't all that great. So I really hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see future videos. Take care now, bye!